All right, welcome to another episode of AT Talks. We're still on topic one, introduction and how you got to your current position in athletic training. We're here today with Tanner. Tanner, feel free to say whatever you like. The floor is yours.
All right. My name is Tanner Maksymicz. I'm currently in my second year as the athletic trainer at Teague ISD in Teague, Texas, kind of a smaller Central Texas high school. Kind of how I got there, it all started when I went to undergrad at Purdue University and went through my first year there applying into their athletic training program. Very rigorous, very just kind of a really intense program as far as class load and clinical load and kind of the expectations they had for us. But, after getting accepted into that program after the first year, I went through, just as everyone else might go through 3 years of, an athletic training program, having different clinical rotations and taking all the classes and just kind of figuring out what athletic training is and getting a feel for it and figuring out what you want to do. If it's, if you want to go into PT or stick with AT. I chose the AT route. And after I graduated from Purdue, got a GA spot at Western Illinois working with football and, loved my time there. Yeah, Western Illinois, go next. And, it was good. It was a good time. I really got to see kind of that was my first real experience seeing the certified side of things. As kind of a student, I felt, and seeing it now, I wasn't really involved with much of the stuff that the certified see. And now that, going into my fourth year now as a certified, it's really cool to see just kind of the growth, like watching other people go through what we went through and being able to help guide them and be a mentor. And anyways, after, getting my master's and graduating and getting all the good stuff done, wanted to take my talents to Central Texas. And so started looking for a job in the area and knew of a colleague at Purdue at the time who was an athletic trainer in Central Texas. And I reached out to him right after graduation and talked with him for a while about, the transition, going from the Midwest to the South and, the difficulties with finding a job from a distance. And he really helped me out. He actually gave me the connection to Teague with their athletic director. And, I was able to get an interview and, excuse me, within a week, I was hired after that interview. So I was able to come down here and, kind of not really build from scratch, but, kind of make my own program down here and kind of make it my own. And it's been great. I've loved every single second of it, just, being a mentor, being someone who they can come to and, really kind of being the forerunner in my community for athletic training and spreading the awareness and, just kind of informing parents and coaches and student athletes who may not know what an athletic trainer is, really what we do. And it's been really cool to see over the past 2 years, kind of the transition of like a community who didn't really know what an athletic trainer was to where I'm starting to kind of more so promote, not so much force it down their throats because no one wants that, but being able to promote athletic training in a smaller community who might run to chiropractors, who might run to the emergency room and that's kind of the nightmares that we don't really care to see, but being able to not only convince, but, get the trust and the respect of the parents, coaches, student athletes and stuff like that to really promote our profession. And, especially in these smaller communities where, people are like, what's an athletic trainer? And, everyone says trainer. And there's the whole debate there with trainer versus athletic trainer. I have that sign that the NATA made. I have that plastered all over my room. And, the kids always point at it. Yep, AT, that's in my room as well. So, but yeah, it's been great. Just the beginning years of, our careers, just being like kind of figuring out what we want to do and how we want to do it and, making kind of our own craft. And it's been a really good journey. Obviously still learning, still growing, and, there's no signs of stopping with that. So, hoping to continue to grow and get better and, just everything that we want to be doing.
Yeah, when I got here to East Chicago in Indiana, not Illinois, they had an athletic trainer for like 20 years, but there was no emergency action plan, no policy procedure manual, no consented street. So it was really an awakening when I got here and been like, hey, this is wrong. This is what we got to do, and this is how we got to do it. And they were like, who are you and why should I care?
Right.
The whole first year I felt I was tolerated, like, oh, he's here and we can't do anything about it. But the second year I really feel like I've been part of the community now, and that
Yeah.
I'm just like everybody else. Do you feel
Yeah.
you've had that personal growth in the
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, when I got, the field house where our athletic training room and the locker rooms and stuff are, it's the remaining of the building that the old high school was. They built a new high school 8 or 10 years ago or whatever. And so, all of my room and some of the other rooms that they utilize are old science classrooms. So it's, excuse me, it's a larger room.
yeah.
But when I got there, it was a mess. I'm not going to lie. There was no storage for cooler or bottles on the floor, lids on the floor.
Mhm.
There was dirt all over the coolers. There was just no storage, no organization. It was dirty. It looked like a storage closet. And, now looking at it now and what I did over the past 2 years, kind of transforming it into an athletic training room, something that's more functional, something that's more appealing. Because if I was in high school and, as I was a student athlete and I went into a room that was dirty, gross, and just, it didn't appeal to me, I wouldn't want to go in there. So that's a loss from the start. And so just being able to not only clean up that room to make it appealing, but also, promote what we do and help those student athletes. It's been really, really cool seeing that transformation just in like really a year and a half.
Yeah.
But, it's different for everybody. Some are more fortunate than others, but you make with what you got. And it's humbling, starting with not a whole lot and making a lot of it. And then, as you progress, being able to do more with when you get more.
Yeah, yeah. And to anybody out there who thinks that, like, hey, we don't have a big budget or a lot of supplies, like, you can still make things happen. It just takes a lot of time and a lot of work, but you can make it happen. But it sounds like you're doing great. And
Your best friend is the Booster Club.
Yeah.
Speak to the supporters of the community, speak to your athletic director, speak to your coaches, find ways to, speak to your administration. If you sell it to them, they might just fund you.
Yeah. And also, like, learn your fitness staff or your PE coaches, your teachers, so you can do collaborative care, learn your nurse, learn maintenance, facility, security, all those people, they're all going to help you.
Everyone can be in your corner if you put them there.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for your time, Tanner.
Yeah, no problem.
Don't hang up when I stop the recording, because we're going to talk more. But I hope to have you back for many more topics.
Oh, I will be here
In the future. Go Leathernecks.
Go next.